Welcome to my channel. Sorry about yesterday. Um, yeah, I thought we had a problem with the internet, but um, but it was resolved, and then it was kind of gloomy. I just didn't feel like coming on live. Like, I don't know, you guys. So today I have a really special. As you know, we're heading into Inktober. I mean, Inktober, but in my channel, it's gonna be Paintover. I think I'm gonna post on the community some prompts for you because we're not gonna be. We're Hey Marlene, yay, you're here. I just got in, girl. I was just telling you guys that for Paintover slash Inktober, for some of you, you can still do Inktober. I'm thinking about planning of coming live Monday, uh, Wednesday, Friday, and of course, the Saturday video might vary. It might do something with painting, but something else that we have, that I have to get through. So that'll be like a video. It won't be a live. Sundays it might vary because Fridays, if you don't expect me to be live after my class, so I would be having class starting October 3rd. Next week is my orientation. I'm so excited for my certificate. I think before I had, as you may know, I'm a veteran, but you might not know this if you're new to my channel. And I've been wanting to find outlets like you know how I find everything cheap and stuff. Like I have really good quality. And I think next year I'm gonna start to show you like my collections of things. Like I have of basically art supplies, and I have very little student grade, mostly Part Ruben actually. Um, I don't buy, and I think I have once in LEA and some Van Gogh. Yeah, that's it. Everything else is artist grade. I've been very lucky, but not everybody's like that, and not everybody can afford it. Like I stopped buying a bunch of things, and I poured all my money and everything in my heart and soul, basically, in my art supplies, and I'm okay with that. Trust me. But like I said, I've been wanting because when I was a student, when I took a class last year, I gave some of the students like watercolors, like stuff that I didn't really like or use, or it was slightly used, or it was new, or whatever. Marlene, I can't see your comments because it's going by fast. And so I was like thinking, like, I want to do something for veterans, and then extended or like veterans, like the wife, grandchildren, children, spouses, whatever. And like, I actually did come with two nonprofits. One of them is here in California, and they ship to like hospitals and like like art kits to like places. So I think I'm gonna start looking into that. I do have a VA near me, so when I finish my certificate, I wanna volunteer and like maybe do that like once a week. They already do it in LA, but I think in LA it's like a little bit far for me. Like in mainstream LA, where UCLA is located, because that's like it's like way up there by the Getty. It's like it's nice, but it's far from where I live. So like maybe in my area, cause I know there's art stuff popping up over here, but it's like for the general public. And I think sometimes veterans tend to shy away. And some of these products, they stop sending it to the home because I think they're like actual kids. And I wanted to try one for my channel and to post it on Instagram. I have like a high following on Instagram. It's like over 1K, and I have some veterans there. And I was just like, maybe I know when I went to my photo shoot earlier this year. It feels like last year, but no, it was the beginning of this year. Um, they uh, they photo shot me and other people, and the place that we went, it was actually an art like an art place. It's cold, kind of cold because it's artsy, right? But it was for veterans, and the person who put it all together, he's not a veteran, but he has an MA in studio arts, and it's like free and open. You come and do your art and stuff, and I was just like, wow. And I said to myself, we need a place where I am, because in LA there's not a place like that. And I'm like, we should. They run clinics and stuff, but I was like, we should have a place like that, like a studio for veterans and stuff, and that way we could do different things. And I said, what if, like, how I do the kids for yourselves. Um, yeah, yeah, yes, for senior art supplies. Yeah. And okay, cool, Marlene. And and bring them some kids, and like, how I've been finding stuff for you guys. Like, I'm pretty sure if I lobby for veterans, like people like suppliers and stuff will be able to do it. So I'm gonna look more into that because I think that's kind of where I'm heading. For a long time I kind of hid that I was a veteran because I didn't want nothing to do with it. I didn't go to war or anything. It's just I just didn't want to be like part of the club, I guess. And then over time, I just realized, like, okay, I better set myself. Guys, I don't know why my camera keeps moving. I'm sorry. Marlene, can you see pretty well? Well, anyway, that's where we're heading, Paintover. So get ready. I'm gonna have some prompts for the days that we're not together, and if I can make it, I will upload a video or at least a short and let you guys know. But mind you, I will be painting. I do have a project coming up that I have to finish. I'll let you guys know after. Um, I can't see. You can't. Yes, you could or no, Marlene. Yes or no? It's just it keeps moving. I don't know why. This thing sometimes it cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. It's like because my phone is like heavy. Okay, I just wanna. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. Not possible. Oh, okay. I just put it up high so you can see better. But anyway, yeah. So the mind you, the days I'm not gonna tell you you gotta do 31 paints. No, you guys. If one day you want to do 5 paints, go ahead and do it, and it's gonna be mixed media. Don't like it's not like where you have to have it now. And there's days that you're like, damn, I only feel like doing one paint. Then go right ahead because it's your stuff. Okay, we're just kind of like gonna meet somewhere in the middle. And like I said, I have a project that I have to get done before October 9th and upload it and everything. You will know about it a little bit later. Um, but there will be the UR video will be popping up this Saturday. So I'm gonna get ready to record that. I finally got the paper out. I'm gonna use some of it for my project, and I'll use the sample ones that they sent me because the sticky one is good. I actually mounted it. I'll show it to you guys on the video for Saturday. But it was in yeah. It's better to mount it where it fits and you don't have to cut it. I cut just a little tiny bit, and after I mounted it on on those, oh God, this bothers me. Why is it bothering me? I'm not sure. Okay, Angel, stay. Okay. So anyway, so that's our. So we are gonna use this beautiful Daddy Smith that I acquired last year. I kept my eye for 3 years, and bada boom, the other one I gave it away to somebody who brought me Daniel Smith. This one came with an empty one. I know people don't like it, but I do like it because you can travel with it, and it's super light, and it's all you need. It is a mixing set, and I finally kept my eye. I got it for like $30 in on Amazon. There's a story. This is called. It was last year, Marlene. It was a Christmas story from last year. And it was kind of long. I think I said it in a live, but I was like, oh my god, it's so relief. And the other empty one, because I have an old one, and I have the old one, and I gave the newer one that came with this that it was empty. I gave it away with somebody who actually bought me Daniel Smith paints that I had extra. I found out when I moved the second time that I have more 5 millimeter Daniel Smith paints, and I was like, oh shoot. So there might be a video popping up. Hey, do you want to buy these extra? They're probably new. So everything that Daniel Smith I put out is new, unless I tell you. We're also gonna use some of these. Yes, Marlene, because oh my god, this is so nice. Hey, look, it almost fit. You know why it didn't fit? Just a smidgen. Look at that. Just a smidgen. Like of look at maybe like literally like this little bump is what causes it not to go in, right? So 7 paints, at least if it's more than the other ones. But it does close. It does close. So see, and that's all I needed because this one is raised. The metal hop is raised. So and I love the tin. It reminds me of and this other one it ended up fitting, and you guys, it has space. I might have to like add this white, like add some of my Magella gouache in one of these, and because it has that space. And then I have a brush that it will fit there, but it's gonna be raised higher. So I'm gonna put a little thing in here. The little they're not magnets, but they're like sticky, and they're gonna be raised up. So yeah, interesting. When I buy art supplies, I don't just buy art supplies for the supplies. I buy them for the tins because then I don't have to pay for them. I refuse to buy empty. So anyway, today it's gonna be a which one? Oh, this is the Karen Dosh. This is the Karen Dosh. These are Karen Dosh. The dry, the one that comes in the big ass red tin. Oh yeah, they come out. These are Karen Dosh, the student grade. But they are very good student grade. A lot of people have them, so I also join myself, and I don't feel bad about it. They are very good. Anything Karen Dosh student grade is actually better than a lot of stuff that is. It's just say they raised the bar on themselves. So their student grade. Don't ever be shy. I said this in my channel, but I'll say it again. Student grade stuff from Karen Dosh is probably artist grade in other brands. Oh God, there we go. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Anyway, so we got our daddy's made, we got this and that. So we are going to go through 3 pads because if I don't do this, and there's gonna be more because I have more paper that this pad, believe it or not, okay, Marlene, you have not been here in my channel, but I will give you the lowdown. This Legion Aqua Press pad, I bought it way back 2 years ago along with this. It was a set with Daniel Smith tubes, 12 of them, with these two, this, and oh, and the one of the in the 19 well set of Etcher Lab ceramic, and I bought it, I do believe, at Jackson Art for like around no more than $60. I do believe, I want to say it was like between 45 55, and it was free shipping. I remember that. So I you have to look back at the video. I bought it in the summer in August of 2023, and I'm barely now going to review the quill because I lost them for at some point. I piled stuff up, and then I didn't know where they were, and then I forgot that they were in there, and they were, and then I looked, and I'm like, oh shoot, the Legion paper that I was so excited about during that time. Yep. Today we're gonna find it. I was gonna give these away, but then I said, nah, these both are Jackson Art. This is the Zero Quill, and look how big it is. It's quite big. And then the number one Kite. So this one is pretty small. They came both in that set. And if you know about anything about Legion, this is Legion Cold Press. Um, it's expensive paper, and this is 15 sheets. So we are going to test it. We're gonna and look. I kid you not. I kept the Jackson, the quality created sets. This vegan watercolor set was carefully created to include the very best vegan-friendly watercolor products. I didn't know Daniel Smith was vegan, but they were porcelain nature. See, it tells you everything. I kid you not, this was. And then it gives you even directions for this block. This is a block, not a pad. But we are going to test it today with the one and only Daniel Smith. And then after it dries, we're going to add some of this stuff. And then it's gonna be mixed media. When one dries, the other one, and then we're gonna. I am so excited about this. This is not 100% cotton, but I want to try it. I want to try it because um, I heard a lot of people in Europe like they use this as practice. And while I acquire a lot of nice 100% cotton sketchbooks, sometimes I am a little bit more mindful, and I'm like, I don't want to do this because you know, This is 100% cotton. Even though I do tell myself, and I have plenty, I do tell myself that, like, oh shoot, like I don't want to mess it up, or I need to fix it. You know how I am. I need to fix it, cause what if down the road, whatever. This is where the Dana Wakley, now will show you, cause I'm like halfway through it. I'm going through it pretty fast, cause that's where I do a lot of my experiments for oil, and but they are in acrylic, and if it doesn't go well, oh well. Like it's basically I just bought it for experimental, but these sheets, like, they're not for that. So I feel like, okay, I got this. It is only a top press, 9 by 12, and I like this. I like to work with this. Not too big, not too small. Because this is the Legion is 7 by 10, and it's fine for like the finished product. But today I'm just gonna mess with that one because I want to test it out. But I heard a lot of good things about this one. Ooh, look, ooh, you guys. And if you know anything about granulating, it will show on here. Granulating paints, even the ones that you think they don't granulate, they will granulate. Oh my god, on hot pressed paper. Mark my words. So, oh my god, it feels so nice, you guys. And it was at St. Louis, 13. I just wish it was 20 instead of 12. I paid like basically $1 because it was 13 and change, $1 per page, but it is worth it. The smaller one, the 7 by 10, was like 10 something, and I was like, nah, I'll pay $2 more. I do like Hannah Mula 100% cotton. I do have. I'm gonna test real soon. They're 100% cotton because people are hating on it, and I am not a hater, but I did not like, and I have a little bit left. I gave a lot away. The 100% cotton, the one from India that everybody likes. Oh, I did not like that. Now for acrylics and for gouache, perfect, because it's thick. But for watercolor, no, because it goes through, it seeps through, for me at least, like a shirt. Nothing like that. And I was like, oh, because I would mind you, you might not know this, but I am heavy-handed. And then we're gonna test this beautiful. I didn't know that granulated paints. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. You know how I found out, Marlene? Because when I was a rookie, a few years back, um, I used to get whatever was on sale, and a lot of things on sale during that time were hard pressed. So I was like, why are people go get this cold press, blah blah blah. And I think I got one. Oh, that's when I got the paper, the one that I tell you, the Bauhaus Professional from Spain, the sample pack. I have it pretty. I think pretty soon in another live we're gonna go, maybe this weekend. We're gonna go through. I have all my shit, like you'll see all my paintings. Some of them are good, some of them were not, and the ones that were not, we're gonna turn that shit into, excuse my French, into watercolor, my watercolor art alchemies, uh, what is it, cards. But you will see, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how I found out. And then I was like, what is this? And I noticed, I thought it was a paper peeling, and it wasn't. It turned out, I kept looking, and it turned out that it looked like this. It looked, and it was like, and I looked it up, and I said, what is granulating? And then I looked, and I was like, oh, and somebody had posted, I think it was somebody from Asia posted something like this. Oh, it's when the pigment spread and you're able to see, and it makes a grainy effect. And I said, which is called texture. And I said, that's what it's doing. And I looked, and I said, no, it's not peeling the paper. And I was, mind you, I was a very heavy handed. So I did find out that I did order this watercolor Fabriano 25% cotton, which is the pad. It's a fat pad. Look at that. And I was so sad because the 100-page studio art, which is also 25% cotton, sold out for the same price for $27. Could you believe that? We couldn't go 40 more sheets, and I think it was separated differently. I remember I went back and looked because I was like, I remember this was more expensive. No, it turned out that I got this because the other one, the Fabrano Studio, I think it was $23 for 60. It sold out, and I think the size, I didn't like the size that it was trying to sell me for, because it was 12 pages versus 60. So I was like, eh. So we're gonna try this out as well. I heard a lot of good things about this, and like I said, there will be another live or video, most likely live, showing you more stuff that paper that I need to. I'm gonna start making like a separate list. This is like my fourth video in the entirety of my channel, and like I told somebody, somebody said, "Well, um, you said blah blah blah." Not so long ago, the last time I did made my video on paper. Remember when I last year when I kept saying I owe it to you guys, I owe it to you guys, and then I finally said, you know what? I'm just gonna split it up. I'll make this video and then I'm gonna make another video, and it'll be the updates for my video that I did 2 years ago when I was a rookie. And somebody weeks later, a viewer, I don't know if he was a subscriber or not, but he or she, I think, I don't remember, but they told me, well, you said that something about the paper. Guys, I never tell you. Review or I'll give you my point of view on my channel, but I don't ever tell you not to review. I tell you, this is what I got, you do you, boo, and this is how much it is, period, right? And stuff like that. I give you my honest opinion from my perspective. I said, go look at other people. This is what someone said. This is my, I look at this or whatever. But I disagree because of this or my experience, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I never said for you not to review paper. You actually should review paper. Because I remember when I announced last year, like 5 different other YouTubers that have a very big following, these YouTubers started creating their own videos. But this is after I had said, guys, I owe you the paper, the black paper, and the other update of the other paper, period. So if you have questions, because I know I had a lot of questions with paper, but I did trial and error, what I can afford at the time, and thankfully at the time I could afford quite a bit. So I ended up buying like a stack of 10 different papers, and I went at it. That was the first video. But I said I never told you guys not to. I actually encourage you to get the supplies and try it out yourself. Like I said, like for example, I have a Van Gogh that I two Van Goghs that now they're expensive, but when I bought them, it was $25. The 75 sheet, and it's huge, and it's 100% cellulose. And the other one, and the black one is only, I think it was $15 when I bought it, but it's only 12 sheets, and it's the same size, and it's not, neither of them are 100% cotton. And I said, but now I would tell you, go and buy something like this that is far less expensive, because that paper has gone up a lot, and it's very good paper. Everything that I throw on it, it has taken like a pro, just like 100% cotton. But yeah, this person, I don't know, I it might not have been a subscriber to my channel. He said, like, I said people and other YouTubers and professionals, like every year and a half at least, should create a video about paper, because we all don't like or use the same paper. But yeah, that was the thing about paper. So I'm warning you, there will be more videos about different paper that I have 100% cotton. Some of them, a lot of them have come like together and my like kits or whatever, but this is what I have on hand that I've been wanting. And as soon as we're done, it's gonna be the other. So first of all, we're gonna do this one, the Fabriano 25% watercolor, 25%, 140 pound, 300 GSM, 9 by 12 pad. Okay, I've heard a lot of good things. It's made in Italy. Hydropower product, acid free. Like I said, I was looking for a Van Gogh one, which I still have quite a bit of Van Gogh one, 100% cellulose, but and it's thicker than this, and it's quite good, but I don't want to run out of it and be like, oh, like I don't have anymore. So this is the reason. And like I said, you all should review paper at some point. Okay, so here we are. I missed it because I love, and I wet it. I This is gonna be wet on all three of them, and then we're gonna go back and do some mixed media stuff. And yes, it's gonna be abstract. So do not even think, oh, okay. And I tested on Daniel Smith because Daniel Smith is the one to beat. It is the one to beat. I don't care what nobody says. It is the one to beat. And the proof is in the pudding. Look at that. Look at that. It spreads like wildflower. 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 You know what I mean. I can't talk right now because I talk so much. It's like, see, when I started, this is what I did. Daniel Smith was my first. Was actually my first. I think it was my second. No, it was my first official. I think Paul Rubin was my second, and I didn't like Paul Rubin. Their At that time, their 12 sets sucked, and it looked nothing like Daniel Smith. So yeah, I don't know if you got questions or you still listen. You're like, damn, that Maria, she preaches a lot. Yeah, I do, because I don't want you to have questions or get it wrong or whatever. Nobody hold my hand. I watched videos as I was going, and yeah. See how even this one spreads? I think this is iron or something. The bottom ones. This is the only set that I get. The Gotthardite burnt sienna, Indian red. Indian red is this one. Raw umber. Yeah, I really like this chocolate. I think besides my set, the DI one that I made, and this is a fat pad. This is not a block. This is the only. But guys, it's taking Daniel Smith like a pro. I'm gonna put some alcohol in a minute, so it'll. Oh Lord, see. And this, I live in. It's not humid here. I hope how you give us good advice. Yeah, Marlene. Like I said, I honestly try because people will give you the wrong answer, or they will give you their bias. Oh, you should buy this because of blah blah blah. I absolutely love it, but that's your bias. I know a lot of you work with cold press paper. I know that. And sometimes you tell me I do not. I love hot press. It is, and it wasn't because I started with that. I actually started with I started with cold press, but I just didn't like it. And as soon as Daniel Smith hit, ooh, the hot press, I was in love. I just made mud. Did you guys see that? You didn't see that. Yeah, look it. I made mud, green and then mud, because that's a quin. That's a quin. This is the quin. I added red, my brush had blue. But it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Woo! Yeah, Daniel Smith is the best. I don't care what nobody says. It is the best. I'm gonna put some alcohol in a minute. See how cellulose it stays on the surface? Looks pretty, huh? Yep. We're gonna do some. We're doing some leaves, you guys. Some autumn leaves. I didn't even think about that, but we are. We are. Now I don't have white in here, but I do got some buff titanium. And I love me. You know me, I love me some buff. That is my white. And I do love it. I love it so much that I actually do have it in two different in oil paint. Like a lighter and a unbleached and a regular one. Let me add some alcohol so it'll start. Ooh, see? It stays on top so it'll start drying. But yeah, you see what I'm telling you? This is 25% cotton. A good set of paints, high quality paint. It doesn't matter what paper you swatch it on. It will perform. It will perform to the standard. Look at that. Can you tell by this that this is only 25% cotton? Look how bright it is. And in the camera, it looks a little bit watercolory washed out. No, in real life, it looks identical like this. Yeah. Yeah. And see, I put alcohol and it's making it dry faster. Faster, faster. So if you ever wonder, Maria, how did you get that? Now you know. Now you know. And this is what I do to make it when I'm like, oh, I just wanna play around. This is meditation, you guys. Oh, I want the puddles to start drying and start mixing. And I do this with my ink as well, with acrylic ink. Yep. And you could just easily just go like this. This brush is really good. I'm really glad. I'm really glad I didn't give it away, you guys. I am really glad. See how it makes all these? This is why I fell in love with watercolor. And then if you want it kind of like that, you could put a bag over it. I've had it done in my channel, but I do it every fall. And it creates like really nice leaves. I do it on 100% cotton on the Paul Rubin one. Oh my god, you guys, it's like you leave it overnight and in the morning you take off the bag because now it's dry and it creates these dents for you, this leaf because the bag, whatever the bag, yeah, it's trying to it is starting to dry. Okay, on to the next one, guys, and then we're gonna come back to it. So if you hungry, I ate something, but I'm thirsty now. But I already ate my dinner. It was quite good. So here's we are with the. I'm gonna put now. We're gonna put some water, and then I'm gonna add the alcohol at the end. This is a Hannah Muller one. It's my fave. The one of Hannah Muller. This is also. This is only this. This is vegan actually, but it's hot press. So we will see how it does with Daddy Smith. Alrighty, I want me some. Look at that. You see that? Look at that. Boom. Permanent alizarin crimson. It's just magic. And pyro red is the one beside it. I actually like the Daniel Smith permanent alizarin crimson because it's more. Look at that. It's more on the. It's more on the. How do I say it? On the pink. This one, I want soft petals. Soft petals, you guys. So I'm just gonna look at that. See that? Soft petals. You just get in there. This is why Christy Rice and a lot of people, and you don't, I do it on camera because I'm already, I guess, a little bit confident enough. But you could do this off camera and just like work with your brush to see how does it move. Ooh, I love me some more of this. Love me. See, you see why I love hot press? Look at this. You can get these marks, and I will show you. Hot press just, and this is not even, okay, you guys, I'm ready to admit I'm not even done with this painting, with this test, mind you. Yeah, this is some really good vegan paper. It feels exactly the way that 100% cotton feels. And this one actually feels smoother, almost like a Bristol. Now I can see why it's so popular in Europe. Now I can see that, guys. And I want soft petals. Soft. I don't want anything rough in here. Soft. Very soft. See there? I'm gonna get rid of the this and this one, the only difference is that you gotta work it faster. That's why people don't like it. It will dry faster. It's already drying. And I'm not even done. People get mad at that. The cold press people. I hate hot press because it dries fast and blah 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 and it leaves these things. Will work and I like to work fast. So I don't mind it. Because by the time I get up and I get a drink of water or whatever, I'm like, okay, this thing needs to be dry. So I'm ready to put on the mixed media. That's how, yeah, that's how I am. Look at that. This is Queen Gold, and this is the old Queen Gold, the one that I got. You know, the before they changed the formulation. Oh, Marlene, did you say something, girl? I didn't see. Now, when you're wondering how'd you get that, now you're looking. I freehand everything. I notice if I don't freehand stuff, it my stuff comes messed up. I don't know why. But if I hand free and I'm just in the flow, I am in the flow right now. You're watching me. It's like if I have to do it kind of natural, because if I do it like with lines and the way everybody else, it's like my hand doesn't want to do it, and then, oops, and then I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm over it. Like you seen me on camera messed up, but look at how pretty that is. Soft and airy and beautiful. Yeah, see? This paper, it is magic, you guys. Get out and get it. The European people that told us about it, I think it was Erie Landgraf. I watch her. She's the one that gives us the most current updates. She did say that she really liked this paper a lot, and I can see why. It's very good. It's very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Nice and vibrant. And soft. Very soft. I barely have to do anything and it'll just soften it up. Look at, and then you could see, I'll show you how it does granulate. And this is 100% vegan, you guys. Not a one lick of cotton or whatever. I don't know what this is, but I really like it. But I'll show you. That's why I said, if you're on a budget, it is beautiful. I'm loving this. Yeah, it looks like 100% cotton, exactly. This is why I tell you, Hannah Mula, I think they got the formula when it comes to paper. Because they might be expensive, but I'll tell you that it's performing. This is Daniel Smith. Not a one lick of cotton. I think I'm telling you, and it's not because I studied German and I've been to Germany. They won't put up a product that they cannot stand behind. It's quality. They will go quality over quantity. 1000%. That's how they always been. Look at your makeup. A lot of your makeup is made in Germany. Like I said, if you're on a budget, watch this. This one comes with a separate. This is all you will need. If you wanna, if let's say somebody give you $100 and you watching Amazon or whatever, and you want this mixing, because this for a long time is sold out. I could not find it, and I just watch it like a hawk in Amazon. Um, and you say, okay, I want some brushes, and I need this, and I need this. Perfect. If you're vegan, go get this. $13. Get yourself these. Watch them throughout December from 1 p.m. your time, 1 a.m. to before 5 a.m. in your time. And I'll guarantee you, these paints, yep, these paints, this is a mixing set, and then more you could paint anything with these. And like I said, buff titanium, they didn't give you a white, they gave you buff titanium. Perfect. You wouldn't You wouldn't need anything, and you probably still have money left over to buy yourself a good brush. And as well, Da Vinci brushes, they're good. They're now I love my Escotos, and I got them on sale. But Da Vinci brushes are actually quite good. This is actually pretty good. And this is Jackson's art. Remember, Jackson is in London, in the UK. It is not in America. So they would also make good quality products. I have heard people say from the US and other place that, and it comes to a point. Look at that. I think in this one, I think they have it for $8, maybe 10, but you could also get it in sets, and I recommend that. It is a quill, so, and it's quite. Look at, I'm gonna show you. And guys, I stopped painting because I am satisfied with what I have, and it's already dry. Look at, dry, dry. Okay, crazy. Look at, I will show you the granulation right there. Right with the paint, the red, and mostly it's actually the permanent alizarin crimson. Do you guys see it? Right there? It's granulating. This that's how I found out that paints granulate, because it was doing this in a hot press in the Paul Rubin. And I was like, what in the world? These spread like wildflower. These Dennis paints spread like wildflower in Paul Rubens, the 100% cotton, the one that the glitter, my fave. Yeah, this is definitely a one to beat and to get. That is too bad. That is only 12 pages, because it needs to be more like 40. This is what would you want to practice on. It is 100% vegan. Anybody, this is the get yourself the 7 by 10 pad is $10, but you can get yourself the 9 by 12 for 13 and change from St. Louis art store. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. They started to watch me, and they found out. Okay, so that's. Should I say anything else about Hannah? And I will I have 100% cotton Hannah pad that I will. Now we're getting into the Legion, Stone Cold Legion, 100% cotton. Um, this is all. This is block as well. This is a block. This is a block. The studio one is not, because some people are hating. They're gonna do Inktober, and that beautiful. And I got it from Arte Miranda. You could on the earlier in the year. You could see that haul up there. I got it, and it's 100% cotton Hanamula. The I got it. I must have gotten it for $13, and it's like 30 or 40 sheets, and it's kind of like a square. And some people, some YouTubers are hating on it, guys. So I'm telling you, Hanamula by default. Now the one that I didn't like, and I was honest with you, was the agave one. The agave one is shit. Do not buy it. Do not buy the Hanamula agave one, unless somebody gives it to you, then you're forced to use it. But the agave, it's no good. It's nowhere near half of this. Nowhere near. Okay, I will tell you that. So far so good. Our vegan, our 25% cotton, it is performing the way that it should perform. Amazing. Okay, now we're gonna get into the 100%. This is a big shot. This is the Legion. Legion, you know that. I don't have to say much. They're 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 good. At least their papers, they're the ones that I've, and their the other stuff that I have to review as well. The mounted papers, the Yupo paper was excellent. So I have to go through a mount a mount of mounted panels at their Legion, but I'm pretty sure this. So I'm gonna start. Let's see. I want, okay, Queen Rose. Yeah, this one has Queen Rose. So we'll see. This is cold press though, you guys. 100% cotton, cold press. And again, I want, see, boom, alizarin crimson, permanent alizarin crimson. The the one to get is the one from Daniel Smith. Look at that. It's the one that you see, that you saw it. It spread like a mother. And I'm gonna put some gold on here. Let's see. Maybe some. Which one should I do, you guys? Uh, Maybe some blue, some cerulean blue. Let's see what I do. Yeah, some cerulean blue. Perfect. That's a perfect color. Cerulean blue. It mix, but it doesn't spread. Phthalo is the one. The Mayan blue is beautiful, but I do like the way this one mixes with the reds. It makes a really nice muted um, color. So far in this Legion, it's okay. It's not as good as the Hanamula vegan one, I'll tell you that. This is why now you're starting to see why cold press is not my favorite. You actually have to push the the pigment, and I don't like that. I want the watercolor to do the watercolor. You know what I'm saying? To do what it's supposed to do, not for me to push it. This is why people will tell you, go use the cold press, blah, blah, blah. Nah. If you want to be good at watercolor, go get yourself 100% cotton hot press. And I'll guarantee you, it's gonna, it's because it's gonna dry fast. So it's gonna make you work, work it. Okay? That's probably why I advance so fast. People tell me that all the time. How can you control? I'm like, I don't control nothing. I love the way the watercolor, what it does. That's the reason that I watercolor, because I love the way that what it's supposed to do, you know? And I don't like to control it, because if I control it, then it's not 100% watercolor. It's just, it's me controlling the watercolor. So I don't see that as I like this two colors, cerulean and the way that it mix. I actually found out the way that it mix by a way of the acrylic ink. But yeah. So it is okay for me. It performed it it performed well, it performed. It's not a fave. It's not a fave. It's it's not a fave. But it's if you like cold press, you might like this. You have to push the pigment. That's why I don't like it. You have to push the pigment quite a quite a bit. Not like I said, I don't like that. I like it what it did in the Hanamula. That it just and this one, well, I don't know. I see. Maybe the talo. I might have to add some talo. There we go. So it'll spread a little bit more. Talo. The talo likes to take over, you guys. So I'm gonna, you know how I'm gonna make that talo move? The talo is bossy. So I'm gonna make it by alcohol. You see? Alcohol. And it dry fast. See? Alcohol will make some effects. It will dry it fast as well. It's already drying it. See? And it will have some effects on it on top. So that's I'm gonna put some more cerulean because I love cerulean. I'm gonna make see it really oh my god you guys it really made this like crackle effect. Okay. I think this one is probably gonna be a really good I'm probably gonna stencil on it or something. Yeah. Because Yeah, because the alcohol. Look, this is where people tell you, "Oh, look, it granulated." No, bitch, it did not. What you did, you made it granulate by putting alcohol on a cold press already wet. So it created a sort of effect like it does granulating, but it did cerulean doesn't granulate. The one that granulates is the ultramarine, which I didn't put. And then I added some phthalo. That's what you're seeing. Okay? The effects of the alcohol. So don't get it twisted. This and then this one, that's the granulation right there. That right there. Straight out and doesn't look it looks nothing like this one. Like I said, this one does perform well. I prefer this one. Hanamula hot press. Look how beautiful it looks. Actually, the critics were right. The fat pad, this one, look at it did a good job. It did a good job. This, mind you, this is so it's gonna do a good job swatching because this is look. So all three of them, this is 25% cotton. This is 100% cotton. Can you see the difference? They're both cold press. They're both cold press. Okay, let me actually. Boom. They're both cold press. Okay. They penguin wise, this one looks better because it's Legion 100%. I also spread out a little bit the red and I added alcohol. I did use alcohol at the end of here a little bit, and yeah, the colors are more vibrant here because of the cotton. But this one did do good. So as far as practicing and swatching, yeah, this is why I wanted this. And look, it's still kind of drying, but it the critics were correct. This is a good pad to have around. I mean, some cotton is better than no cotton. I'll tell you that. So yeah, this is definitely in there. So, but the winner for me is this one, the Hanamula Harmony all vegan hot press. Uh, yeah, uh, yeah, the block. I would definitely suggest this is what you want to practice on. It's very soft and you could probably add. I'm not gonna add more to it. I was gonna make it a mixed media, but I think it created itself pretty good. You could add like color pencil and all that stuff to make it deeper, but I like the way my flowers kind of flow, and you see how it's just natural. So I'm not gonna do anything to that one. This one we're gonna turn it into a mixed media. Um, let me see. I wanna add more of this of the new color that I have. So I'm gonna add it. Ooh, look at that. So I'm gonna add it only to certain places. Look at that. Wow. Hopefully I don't mess it up too much because like I said, I like to do the water. I like it when the watercolor does what it needs to do. But I am gonna probably stencil this. Yeah. Woo. Hopefully you guys, and this is how I test my papers. I used to do it off camera, but now it's like, okay, I really like this color. This is the new color that I got from Federal. And look, they had a sticker before, now they don't. See, they had this before, now they actually have a stamp. So if you get an older batch, you're gonna know. So I am gonna get. I'm not gonna stencil this because this one was just a trial. So that one's fine. I'm gonna leave that alone because this one I like the way that it did. You'll see a lot. This is beautiful. This is just And you saw me how I did it here. So I don't do anything extraordinary, but this one we are gonna stencil it right now, and um, and then we're gonna call it good, okay? Then that's it. Like I said, I am gonna come live. Um, I'm gonna stencil it um, with my favorite. I'm just kind of trying to find the stencil that I want to stencil it with. I think. What do you guys think? Unicorn? Yeah? Yes or no? Whoa, whatever they knew they. I see it how never knew they. Yeah. So, which one should we do? Birds? Oh, we gotta do these birds. Yeah, the unicorn's gonna have to. Yeah, I think birds. Right? Look at that. Oh my god, they're gonna look so pretty, you guys. Okay, I am gonna get my gold. I'm gonna get my favorite. And guys, I looked this up. I should have got myself two. I didn't know this when Blick put them on sale. They're expensive, and I got the 60 millimeters, and they're only selling for the like $15. The 38 millimeter, and I'm like, or the 40. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I got myself. I was like, I knew I should have. I should have ordered somewhere. I just didn't know. But at least I got this. So let's see. How do we do this? No, I wanna do it here, and I'm just gonna do it on top. I don't feel like actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it on. I better not, because I don't want to have too much of it. I have okay. We have this on here, so I'm just gonna use this. This pad. What you guys think, huh? Are you the only one in here, Marlene? Yeah, probably, huh? That's all right. People love to watch my replay. They tell me that all the time. But so yeah, if you have a piece, you could just stencil it. That you might like. This one I was trial and I like the colors. So okay, okay, the lovely birds. I'm gonna lightly stencil on them because I still want the watercolor to show. Okay. Yep. Yeah, the watercolor. See how it still shows? Yeah, perfect. And then, oh my god, that's so nice right there. Right there. Oh my gosh, so pretty. You guys, I'm starting to be like Denise Love. Yeah, I do like the. I didn't learn it from her. Well, yeah, I did. Prior to her, a lot of people didn't really do this. They were just free-handed, and I did too. But ooh, this is so nice. Okay, so I left the paint a little bit watery. There we go. So I created that effect. Okay, I'm happy with it. And then one last one there. Okay. This one I wanted like a ghost. There. See, you see how, okay, that one didn't work as well. Okay, yeah. Oh, ooh, shoot. Oh my gosh. Now it's all over my page. Oh, shoot. Now I can't do it. So we have to wait until it dries because this one, I think that part was semi-dry. But I do like this effect because I could always go back in and I don't know. This reminds me of like gentle birds, like swallows. That's what it does. But yeah, might have to clean it up. Yeah, I um, I accidentally, yeah, I accidentally did this. Okay, and that's because I added more water. Okay, ta-da! There we go. Now, ooh, now it's doing what it's supposed to. So yeah, this is all I have for you guys. Look at the Legion. It seems like it does take the stencil a little bit. I didn't try it. Let me try it with this one actually. I do like the way that the birds kind of like I water it a little bit down because I didn't want to cover the watercolor. I just feel like the effects of the watercolors are pretty, and I'm gonna connect like the bars and see it created like this one. It created like a whole like something else. It's really pretty. I really like the softness of the gold acrylic because, like I said, I didn't want to cover the watercolor itself. I think and I'm just gonna add with the with I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add like with a black pip, and I'll show you guys the finish on the next video or probably on the shorts. And I'm gonna connect it all with the black. I could have done it like that too, but I like the softness of the of this color. So we're gonna add it here as well, so we don't waste this paint. So we're gonna add it here, and this one's gonna look better because I'm gonna add it just all over, guys, all over. You're gonna be like, what? What is she doing? Yep, all over. So I want the birds to have the little imprint. Ta-da! I watered, like I said, I watered down my acrylic because I want the effects of the watercolor to come through off the page. See? Look at that. This one's so perfect, you guys. It came out exactly the way that I'm wanting to. Great. To me, stencil's supposed to be like a little helper, not like yeah, like a little helper. And that's it. Look at, ta-da! I'll show you. I really like the way this one came out as well. Look at the little birds right there, like a little ghost. They're like right behind, and you're like, what the heck? What is that? Right? Look at. Do you see it on there? Cool, huh? Look at this one. I like the way that it kind of turned out. It's very foresty. This one, right? Very mystic. Very, very. And one more. I think on here. I'm gonna keep. Yep, right there. I think, yeah, this one. It didn't mark it the way it wanted to. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this live. I hope you don't get mad at me so much about how I mother you guys. But yeah, the winner, the Hanamula. Who would have known, huh? That the Hanamula would have been the winner chicken dinner. Um, hope you guys enjoy this and get some Jacksons if you need to. Um, yeah, and I'll see you guys in another video. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm gonna put alcohol so it'll start drying the little birds. But look how cute. They're so metallic. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye. Oh, thank you. Look at the little birds. So cute. Bye. Thank you, Marlene.